All right, Mr. Sean, round 2. So you got your semi-sweet chocolates, your marshmallow, your milk thing here. I shook it up. You have to shake it first. And then butter. So the only thing I don't have, which is not a big deal, you can substitute with sugar, is a vanilla. So you need like a tablespoon of vanilla extract. I just don't have any right now. But it's not gonna stop eating the marshmallows, please, baby. But it's not gonna make any difference on the fudge. So if you look at the peanut butter fudge, see how it's firm? Nice and firm now. And you can see how it separates from the parchment paper. So that's good. Enough, I need those marshmallows, okay? Okay. So here we go again with the medium-high heat.
Yummy.
And we're basically gonna put all these ingredients in. Gavin, can you hold the camera while I do this, please? Thank you. So basically we're gonna stick all of this in. So medium-high, unsalted butter, 4 tablespoons. It needs to be unsalted.
Marshmallow.
Yes, marshmallow. And then the chocolate.
What about the marshmallows?
Yes, the marshmallows. Now I got the big 10-ounce bag. So you only really need half of this bag. I didn't see any small ones. It's because it's the mini ones.
Yeah.
And then the evaporated milk.
Hello.
So I'll see, because I've never used the bigger bag, how much more we need once it starts going. Haley, can you throw this away, please? Thank you. When you get done. Okay. So the big thing on this, again, it's chocolate. You do not want it to burn. So this is when we start to stir, 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 lots of stirring, lots of stirring, lots of stirring. Now the vanilla extract is not going to make a big deal. But one thing that will make a difference is I don't have sugar either, but you can substitute those back and forth. If you don't have vanilla extract, you can use like a 4th cup of sugar. On Mom's recipe, it's vanilla syrup here we do it today with me. Exactly. So I got the bigger bag of marshmallows because the kids like marshmallows. So I'm going to keep stirring this and see if I actually need more or not with the consistency. So I'll show you what it looks like so far. Hey Google, skip this song. So lots of stirring. Stir, 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 stir. Fudge is all about stirring. Lots of stirring needs to take place. Stir, stir, stir until it starts melting down. We still have a medium-high heat. Once it starts to come to a boil, when we see those bubbles, that's when we need to kick it down, for sure. And again, the peanut butter set it up perfect. Peanut butter looks great.
Hi.
So I'm gonna work on this. So I use the semi-sweet. You can use dark chocolate if you wanted to. But I've always used a semi-sweet. That's good for baking.
So yummy, Mommy.
Yeah, so it's a little more watery than I would like, so I'm going to add more marshmallows to stiffen it up. Because you want it a little bit thicker than what it is right now.
Green double beat. Watch it. Green double beat. And also 2 double beat. Let me show you.
I do the wooden spoon instead of a whisk.
Hey, Mommy. Watch this. 1, 2.
Okay, good girl. So we're gonna stir, 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 stir. And as you see, it's starting to get chocolatey now. Chocolatey, chocolatey, chocolatey. But not as firm as I want it to be. Okay, enough with the marshmallows. Like I said, I got the big bag. So I'm gonna do some more so it can get a little bit more firm. Usually I do like the 8-ounce bag. This was like a 10-ounce or something. Anyways, it's big. And I would prefer to get the miniatures, but this is just what I had on hand. The miniatures melt faster. So let it keep going, and stir, 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 stir. As you see, it's getting darker and starting to melt. It's getting close. Once you see no more marshmallows, that's when you know it's time. I think the big component of this is, yeah, you gotta stir. And you have to make sure you have
Watch this.
the unsalted butter.
Ding, ding.
Now the children are home, as opposed to this morning. Now, if you wanted just to do the chocolate without the peanut butter, that's fine, or peanut butter without the chocolate. I just made the peanut butter chocolate one. So it's really just depending on what you want to do. The peanut butter one
I
is
love you,
just 2
Mommy.
ingredients. I love you too. This one is like 4, which is not bad. It's getting there. So I'm going to let that start melting a little bit more.
Hi. Oh, you want marshmallow?
No, I'm okay.
Okay. Fine. I'll do.
Almost there. That's why I prefer the miniatures as opposed to the bigger ones. The miniature marshmallows is really the better bet than the regular size marshmallows, because this is taking longer to melt. But again, I just had it on hand. So as soon as this is done melting and you start seeing some bubbles and the marshmallows are completely melted down, you're gonna basically just pour it on top of the peanut butter, and same thing, let it completely cool down, right? And then let it set up in the fridge. So the peanut butter sat out for about an hour and a half, and then it cooled down in the fridge for about 3 hours. And so now, okay, I can feel it getting thicker now, and I'm making sure to hit the bottom, because this is what happens if you're not diligent.
Mommy, watch this.
It's gonna start burning on the bottom, which means I need to bring it down.
Watch this, Mom. Look at this, Mommy. Mommy, watch this on the camera.
I see you. So then this is what we got. This is a perfect consistency, and see how it's melted down? Really nice. This is exactly what you want right here. And then you're just gonna pour it on top of the peanut butter and you're good to go.